this is us now into the finals, which is Messiah versus XiangXfn. And Messiah has switched to Spike Brothers for the finals. Very interesting tactic. So in this tournament, there was no deck registration. Anyone was allowed to play any deck that they wanted. And you're allowed to switch between rounds. So XiangXfn, I believe, has used Kagero the entire tournament. And we're now seeing Messiah switch from his usual Kagero tactics onto Spike Brothers. And the Spike Brothers is still 9 draws. So this is the final. So both of these players, they both get the prize. The first place gets 2 wallpapers of their choice. Second place gets 1 wallpaper of their choice. Third and fourth get a random wallpaper of their choice. And then there's a raffle where one person will be selected and they will get 1 random wallpaper. Well, they'll get 1 wallpaper of their choice. Selected at random. The winner will be selected at random. They get to choose. Just try and clarify all of that there. So Spike Brother does have a good matchup against Kagero, because Kagero is all about retire, and Spike Brothers can recuperate all of that so quickly. There we go, that should be into perfect guard. Oh no! Very interesting, he's went for the Dudley Dan. So Dudley Dan, very strong card. Whenever it boosts the Vanguard, Carablast 2, call a card from your deck. And also we see the Siegfried is already in opening hand. It's a very strong tactic by Messiah here. As said, Messiah has made the top 4 of a Bush Road National event in the past. XiangXfn, he's actually he's a friend and he's been trained by Zero, who you saw earlier, and Zero was just beaten by Messiah, so there's a little bit of storyline going on there. Didn't matter which one you gave the 10k to, or the 5k to, because one's attacking the rearguard and one's attacking the vanguard. So in the previous games you've heard me talk about how important the card advantage is. 4 cards in hand, 2 cards in field versus 6 cards in hand, 2 cards in field. But the difference is Spike Brothers is primarily a rush deck, so the card advantage doesn't matter as much, because if you lose with a 10 card hand, then it doesn't matter about those 10 cards. And there we go, that is what Siegfried does. Whenever he gets the trigger also gets called to the rearguard circle. It just creates more columns, creates more attacks, gives a lot more damage. This is the pinnacle of what a rush deck is. And you'll see that Messiah could have just called the Dudley Dan, but he'd have just given the opportunity for Xiang to retire that Dudley Dan. He still has 2 perfect guards in hand, so he's very defensive. And Xiang is already up on 4 damage. And it doesn't have a field, so this will be awkward for him. Xiang's went with the 11k Vanguard, which is very strong idea. So the reason to call the Overlord to rearguard is so that you still get off the drive checks from your waterfall. I can't emphasise enough how good a tactic this was for Messiah to think, well, the opponent will be playing Kagero, I'm going to play Spike Brothers as a counter to that. And that is one of the special rules of this event, that you aren't forced to play one deck. However, it could have backfired massively if the opponent had decided to switch decks, which he also had the ability to do so. Spike Brothers is still a very, very good deck, very strong deck, but it's especially strong against Kagero. Oh, if he'd got a heal trigger, or not a heal trigger, a defensive trigger, then that would have really helped a little bit. So he does have those 3 face-up damage now, which means that Dudley Dan can create a new column. This will be interesting to see what he draws into. Oh, a Juggernaut Maximum. So Juggernaut Maximum, you can Soul Blast 1, when it attacks, gets plus 5k, and then it returns to the deck, which frees up another Rearguard Circle for Siegfried to call another trigger to that. So you will be using the effect, surely? Yes. Also, because Juggernaut Maximum goes back into the deck, Juggernaut Maximum itself is a trigger, so it gives him more of a chance to hit that trigger. And he will be counterblasting too. Ah, he's went defensive. He's decided to go for the 10k. Grade 2. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, but 16k does hit, and that will take a Perfect Guard out of his hand. Both of them will be starting to feel the pressure here, surely. Messiah only has 1 card in hand, which is a Perfect Guard. Xiang is on 5 damage, he knows how many attacks and how much damage Spike Brothers can do. So you've got to believe that this is one of those moments that you feel this is a fight or flight response. Strong idea, strong tactics. So the reason he's keeping the Berserk Dragon in the back is simply because he wants all these attacks to try and hit. Oh, that is the most unfortunate time to hit a heal trigger. And that's his first heal trigger he's hit. So is he going to use the effect to discard one? Okay. So this attack will be Perfect Guarded. He's going to need 2 triggers on the Dragon Overlord in order to hit. That's 1. Oh, 2nd trigger. And there goes the Perfect Guard. So Messiah does have the 2 face-up damage, so when he draws his next card, he might just keep it in hand to use the effect of the Dudley Dan. Although you've got to believe that that Skydiver would be... Oh, he chose not to. Very tempting call. So he can only have 2 Perfect Guards in hand, he only has 2 cards. Oh, that is very strong tactics. So yes, he got the trigger, which means he doesn't call the Skydiver, but he's already got the full field. And no heal trigger. That is your winner. Messiah has taken the victory. He has won the entire tournament. Congratulations, Messiah.